Have you ever said something in anger? Just a few words. And watched the light leave someone's eyes. It happens fast. The words come out sharp. The room goes quiet. And in that small second after speaking, you realize something painful. You cannot take them back. Maybe it was not you. Maybe someone once said something to you. Something so cutting that even years later, you still hear it. Not in their voice, but in your own. Repeating it. Believing it. Words do not bruise the skin, but they scar the soul. And some scars never fade. In a quiet town there lived a carpenter. A hardworking man respected for his craft. His tables never shook. His doors never bent. People trusted his work. But at home, his voice was sharper than any tool he owned. When his young son spilled milk, he did not say it is okay. He said, can you not do anything right? When his wife forgot something from the market, he did not smile. He said, I work all day and you cannot even manage one task. When his apprentice made a mistake, he did not guide him. He said, you are useless, why do I waste my time on you? He never raised his hand. But everyone flinched when he opened his mouth. His wife stopped sharing her thoughts. His apprentice stopped asking questions. And his son began to stutter. Not because he was sick, but because he was afraid. Afraid of saying the wrong thing. Afraid of disappointing the man he loved. One evening everything exploded. Dinner was late. The house was messy. And his son's school report showed average grades. He shouted in anger. What do I work for? Is this what I get? His wife stayed silent. But his son looked up with tears in his eyes. And asked softly, Papa, am I a bad person? I try very hard but nothing makes you happy. The room became still. For the first time he had no words. That night he sat alone in the kitchen. And remembered his own childhood. He remembered standing quietly near a doorway. Hearing his father say that boy will never become anything. He had carried those words for 25 years. And now he was passing the same weight to his own child. The next morning he went to an old teacher for help. The teacher listened. Then took him to a wooden fence and handed him a hammer and a box of nails. Every time you speak harshly, hammer a nail into this fence. That first week 17 nails. The second week 9 nails. Then 5, then 2. Slowly he began to notice the moment before anger left his mouth. And in that small moment he learned to pause. After 1 month the teacher gave him another task. For every day you speak kindly, remove 1 nail. It took him 2 months. But finally the fence was empty. I did it, he said proudly. The nails are gone. The teacher walked him closer and said quietly. The nails are gone, but look at the fence. It was full of holes. You can apologize, you can change, but the holes remain. That evening he sat beside his son and said softly, I am sorry, you are not a bad person, I was wrong. His son looked at him and slowly leaned into him. Change did not happen in one day. But slowly his voice became gentle. His home became peaceful. And one day his son stopped stuttering. Not because of medicine, but because the loudest voice in his life had become kind. One evening his son said, Papa, I want to become a carpenter like you. And for the first time he turned away so his son would not see his tears. He finally understood something important. His most powerful tool was never the hammer. It was his voice. Before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, is it true, is it necessary, is it kind? If not, let silence do the work. Because nails can be removed but holes remain. Choose your words carefully, they are the strongest thing you own.